Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Chris up at Nerds in Hudson, New Hampshire. We are here back tonight with on the eve of conspiracy. We're going to be cracking a conspiracy pack. I've been trying to be a little spoiler-free on this set, so I don't know everything that's in it. I did see some of the big ones because you can't stay away from all that, but I have not seen anything inside this set really, so I'm just going to be kind of looking at this for the first time. So this video might be a little long, sorry, but bear with me. Alright, our first one is a Cloak Siren. It's a 4-mana 3/2 flash flyer. It's not first pickable, I don't think, in this format, but I don't think you're going to be sad if you end up in one of these in your 23. Goblin Tunneler, 2-mana 1/1, target, and if you can tap it. It is a Goblin Rogue. You can tap it and target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. It's okay if you're in Goblins, you're happy to have 1 or 2 of these in your deck. It's not a prize, but you're not going to ignore it either. Stormkirk Patrol. Whenever Stormkirk Patrol does combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. It's a 5-mana 4/3 Vampire Soldier. This seems like a big body for this format. There doesn't seem to be a ton of big bodies here. I don't think you're going to grab this first, but we'll, again, keep our eye on that one. Mnemonic Wall, it's a 5-mana 0/4. When it enters the battlefield, you return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand, so you get to reuse possibly some of your bombs. If you do open an awesome spell, pack one, pick one, and you definitely want to exploit it, Mnemonic Wall is a pretty decent choice to be able to do it again. Copperhorn Scout, 1-mana 1/1. Whenever it attacks, untap each other creature you control. So it kind of gives your team pseudo vigilance. It is an elf scout. So if there's a good elf tribal deck in this format, which I do believe there is, these might be fairly coveted, not first picks, but if you see them 4th, 5th, 6th pick, you're gonna be happy. Gleamer Resistance. This is a reprint. I don't remember from what set because I didn't play back then, but I've played this. Is this the original Ravnica maybe? Creatures you control get +1/+2 until end of turn. Untap those creatures. 1 and a white, a basic land cycle, so it can fix your colors. Really good card. Definitely not first pickable, but in the white weenie or the white-red aggro deck, that's going to be great. Palace Sentinels. It's a 4-mana 2/4 human soldier. When it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. Okay, so this is definitely a new card, and this is one I was hoping to see, something with this exact keyword on here. Well, not a keyword, but new mechanic. Becoming the monarch is new to Conspiracy, and it is I don't know if it's going to be allowed in Legacy or Commander. I think Commander kind of depends on your play group, but this one, when this comes into the battlefield, you become the monarch, which means at the beginning of your upkeep, or at the beginning of your end step, you get to draw an extra card, which is great. And everyone's going to want to steal that from you, and there's ways to take it from you. And no one's the monarch until someone becomes the monarch, so this is great. Well, let's look at it from vanilla. It's a 4-mana 2/4. It's not great. It's mediocre, but because it lets you become the monarch, it might be a little bit more highly valued. Ogre Sentry. It's a 2-mana 3/3 Defender, Ogre Warrior. Yep. I don't know what to say about this card. It seems pretty terrible. Skittering Crustacean. It is a 3-mana 2/3. It has Monstrosity, which is a returning mechanic from Theros. And it pays 6 in a blue. It becomes Monstrosity 4, which means it gets 4/1/1 counters on it. And it becomes a 6/7. And as long as it is monstrous, it is hexproof. So that seems like a late game strategy to me if I've ever seen one. Sinuous Vermin. 2-mana 2/2. It also has Monstrosity. 5 mana. It becomes a 5/5. And as long as it is monstrous, it has Menace, which means it has to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. This might be one to keep your eye on. Bears with great upsides are usually highly prized in draft. Public Execution. So this is a 6-mana instant. Destroy target creature an opponent controls. Each creature that player controls gets -2/-0 until the end of that turn. This seems like a good removal spell. 6 mana is a little big, but that instant speed helps. Yeah, heck, this is my pack one, pick one right now. Juniper Order Ranger. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on that creature and a 1/1 counter on Juniper Order Ranger. Oh, well, that seems good. It's a 2/4 for 5. That's not great, but its ability seems really good. I still think Public Execution is better. Alright, Dread Statuary. It is a land, taps for waste. You pay 4 Dread Statuary, becomes a 4/2 Golem artifact creature until end of turn. It's still a land. Yeah, this isn't bad. You're not first picking this, but you're not going to be sad to have 1 or 2 of these in your deck. Oh, and here's our rare. Archdemon of Paliano. 4 mana, 5/4. Draft Archdemon of Paliano face up. As long as Archdemon of Paliano is face up during the draft, you can't look at the booster packs. You must draft cards at random. After you draft these cards this way, turn your Archdemon of Paliano face down. Flying. That is a rough price to pay for a 4 mana 5/4 flyer that could possibly die immediately. That being said, it's still my pack 1 pick 1. Who knows? Oh, actually, pack 1 pick 1's rough because then you have to draft the rest of that pack blind. That might not be my pack 1 pick 1. I think either Public Execution or the Juniper Order Ranger seems better at this point. Adriana's Valor. It's a hidden agenda. Start the game with this conspiracy face down in the command zone and secretly name a card. You may turn this conspiracy face up at any time and reveal the chosen name. When a creature you control with the chosen name attacks, you may pay white. If you do, that creature gains indestructible until end of turn. That seems like it'd be okay for the red-white aggro deck, the one I was already talking about. Not my type of drafting. I'm probably going to let this one go by. And we got a pretty sweet looking 1/1 Flying Spirit, which actually fits into one of my decks I'm running right now, and that's a pretty sick spirit, so that's good. I'm kind of interested in playing some of the creatures in this set, but I don't think green-white is where I want to be. And if I'm just playing just to win this, I'm taking Public Execution. That's my pack 1 pick 1, and that's our Conspiracy 2016 Crack-A-Pack pack 1, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow playing some Conspiracy with us here up at Nerds.